a friendship? A strong friendship doesn't need daily conversation and doesn't always need togetherness. As long as the relationship lives in the heart, true friends will never part. Welcome to Chat with Trina today, and I'm so excited that I get to introduce you to three of my longtime friends. Meet Danielle, Zula, and Chandra. Hello, everybody. It is Miss Trina with Chat with Trina. Thank you for making the choice to click in to Chat with Trina. And I am here today. I'm super duper excited. I'm also eating junk food at the same time, but because I can't let it get cold. But I'm super excited because some friends of mine, some very special friends of mine they're very private, so this is super special for me that they agreed to come on the show today a little bit, and we're going to talk about some unconditional friendship. And people that know me know, man, you got to have some unconditional love here with me. So I love them all for letting me be me. But hey, y'all, introduce, starting with Daniela over here. I said Daniela. No,
I was just about to say, come on, unconditional friend. We're going to have to get my name right.
you ain't going to get there, so let that one go. Okay, Danielle, introduce.
Okay, I'm Danielle. I've been knowing Trina for over 10 years, 11?
I think so. Wow.
We met because I'm going off of, me and Chris being married. So it'll be 10 years next year. So yeah, it'll be about 11.
Y'all been married 10 years?
Next year. This year we made 9 years.
Okay. It does not seem that long.
It went by fast, yeah. Wow. And so we met.
The baby?
Ma'am?
How's the baby? How's the baby?
Barbara's 7.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Wow.
Yeah, so we met in the dance community, and we've been ride or die since. Yeah, so
okay, me next. Okay. I'm Zula. I guess I've been knowing Trina probably as long as Danielle has. We kind of all met in the same environment, and I don't know, for some reason we've kind of like stuck together along the way. So
yep, y'all hung in there. And Miss Chandra.
Well, I am Chandra, and I met Trina through Danielle, which is my cousin. Been knowing Trina probably for about 7 years, maybe 6 or 7 years, and met Zula as well through Danielle. And I just love them both, and I've just been with them. They picked me up along the way. So thank you, ladies, for allowing me to join your friendship.
Yes, our friendship circle.
Yeah.
So we tried, we were doing really good at one time. So we do this, we call it outings or field trips sometimes, I don't know, but we used to do, fun things. At least once a month we got together, and it was crazy because we all have busy lives. And then when Danielle had a baby over here, and then Chandra got married, me and Zula just roll with they say I'm busy, but I'm not busy. But
I can't keep up with her.
Let's talk about COVID real quick. So we know the numbers were going down. We've had tragedies in our group with death and someone having COVID. So what do y'all think now that the numbers are coming up? I'm feeling like, yes, I need to put my mask on, and I will, I promise. I'm promising like I'll do better. But how do y'all feel about thinking that we're gonna have to navigate through this thing? Because it's probably gonna be next year before we really kind of come out of it. So what are y'all thinking? How are you going to just stay at home? Are you going to try to navigate in the safest way possible?
Yeah, I think for me, I'm just, trying to stay masked up. I don't think I will go back to how I was, where I didn't want to leave the house, or I didn't, want to go out to eat, or I didn't want to go to different places. I think I'm going to still, move around through life, but just be safe, practice those tips, mask, frequent hand washing, those type of things. I'm vaccinated, so I think I'm more comfortable with moving around more than I did the first time.
Yeah, and then you at the school, how are you feeling about that?
Well, I do feel like that I don't believe we'll ever shut down completely like we did before. I think they will do, shutdowns, maybe like a classroom or things like that, but I don't think we'll ever go back to like it was. Now, I'm in a middle school setting, so getting those kids to do what they're supposed to. We are under a mask mandate, but, keeping the kids to wear the mask properly. It's impossible to social distance with the numbers. So, all those guidelines are kind of out, but we'll see how it goes. It's still early on. We still have kids coming to the school, enrolling. So we haven't just got settled in. So we're going to see once the kids just really get settled in, we get, going, how's it's going to go.
Ms. Zula, what do you think? How are you feeling about these numbers coming up?
Well, you know me, I'm all nervous about it, of course. I'm trying to, definitely stay safe, wear my mask everywhere I go. I am vaccinated, and I guess if they get a booster, I'll get that. And I don't see it getting back to what we call normal.
Mhm.
So some of the things that we're adopting now, we're probably definitely going to have to keep doing them long term. So get my mind set for that, and just trying to stay healthy for my kids, my grandkids, and my family.
Definitely. Those two pretty little grandchildren.
Yeah.
Chandra, what about you? You're also in education as well.
Yes. And just piggybacking off of what Danielle and Zula said, I am fearful of it. I really am, because when I watch the news and I see that the numbers are continuously going up, not only in the school setting, but just across the world. So it makes me fearful, but yet I know that I still have to protect myself, along with my household. In the school setting, there's really like no control to make people wear their masks, although we have to wear masks. That's the mandate. We have to wear a mask. You have to take them out to eat, of course, and some people just can't breathe without them. However, I do have a problem with a lot of the guidelines with this COVID, that's the school setting and just jobs, period. I have, problems with the guidelines, but those are the guidelines and we have to follow those guidelines.
Yeah.
I too am vaccinated. The booster shot, when I first heard it out, and I'm being honest, I said, hell no more. I'm not going to I don't want no more shots. But as I see that this Delta variant is going up, I personally have someone that's very close to me that's in the hospital now with COVID. And it makes me very fearful. So I will get the booster shot. I will. Another thing I have a problem with, if you know that you have not been vaccinated and you are all in people's face with your mask off, I think that you owe that person the right to, put your mask on. You don't have to tell me that you have not been vaccinated, but put your mask on. And if you don't want to wear your mask, then I just feel like you shouldn't come around me. And that's friends and family and everyone, but it's no love loss. It's just protecting myself and you helping me protect myself.
Right.
But other than that, normal, I don't see us going back soon at all.
I don't think it's fair for people who are not vaccinated. Let me back up. I'm angry because when they told us we could stop wearing our mask, if you were vaccinated, people who were not vaccinated and knew they weren't vaccinated were not wearing their mask. And that's what creates all this extra stuff. I was surprised, and I don't know if you guys were. Let me know if you were. Were you surprised that we're learning how many people really didn't get vaccinated?
Yes.
Was that surprising?
Definitely.
Very surprising to me. Were you surprised? You weren't surprised because you weren't sure about it at first, or were you surprised, Danielle?
I don't think so, just because of the media and the news. You can hear where there's so much supposedly confusion. And then you hear about the different groups that are not getting vaccinated. And so I guess for me, it's not really a surprise, just because of how media, the politics of it and all that part plays in it. And so I'm not really surprised by the
I was surprised. I've actually hung out at a friend's house, and we good now. She wasn't talking to me, but she talking to me again. But she a nurse. And we're gonna get to the next section in a minute, and we're gonna get off of this. But I will say that when I'm passionate about something, my passion comes over as aggressive at times. I can be aggressive, but people who know me know my tone is not. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just so when I say to you, you in the healthcare field, how you don't believe in science? How you don't believe it? How you not vaccinated? You write all these people, and I go on and on and on and on and on, trying to get my point across. And all I heard on the other line was nothing. Because it was like, girl, you through? Anyway, she wasn't really saying much to me, but she wished me a happy birthday and everything. But my point is, I was surprised because I had sat over there for a couple of hours and no one in her house was vaccinated. So I felt like someone said on here that I felt that was unfair. I thought it was totally unfair and inconsiderate to me. Like, and I know nobody wants to go around announcing, hey, I'm not vaccinated. But like my daughter say, it's okay if you don't want to be vaccinated, but you need to own it. Own it.
Right.
I ain't vaccinated. So why are you hiding and saying,
exactly.
Own it if you're not, so I can know what I need to do for myself.
Right.
So anyway, I do feel like Dr. Fauci is my boyfriend. And then Dr. Jen is my best friend in my head.
Okay.
And I listen to them, and they said we're gonna be out of this by 2020, not January, but 2022 sometime. We should be better. Not completely out, but better.
Right.
So I'm feeling a little optimistic about that. I hope and pray that's what it is, because my kids just became adults and just getting into their life. And like, I don't want them to have to be living in a mask forever, you know? So, next thing, we'll talk about friendship. What does friendship mean to us? And that doesn't have to be some professional, definition, but what do y'all think?
I mean, the first thing come to my mind is like consistency. Like, you can rely on, you can go to no matter what, no matter how long it's been since, last time, but it's a constant. Yeah. So that's the first thing coming to my mind.
Like you kind of pick up where you left off if you ain't talked to each other a month or so. I like that.
Your real friends, your real friends. And I think what that is to me is I don't have to talk to you every day, but the time that I need you the most, I know that you're there. Just to pick up the phone and say, hey, I was just checking on you. But I don't have to talk to you every day. And some people get tied into that. They're not your friend because you don't call them or you haven't hung out with them. No. Friendship is when I need you, you are there. I can trust you. I can rely on you. Having your back.
Exactly.
Yeah, that kind of falls in line with what I was going to say also, being that, friends are somebody that whenever you pick up the phone, if they don't answer, they will call back. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's not a good time to talk at the time you call, but they will call back, knowing that person, you can call that person and they're going to be there. So
I actually say that. I'll be calling somebody and they don't answer. I say, okay, they'll call me back. And I say it out loud subconsciously because that's what I always think, that they're going to call. Right. They're busy. They're just going to call me back. I think about texting. Like, I don't like to have conversations by text, like long. I don't mind us saying we making plans. That's different. But to have a full-fledged conversation, how do y'all feel about as friends? Shirley, you laughing? What you thinking?
I really have a problem with that, and even even like on birthdays and Christmas, I don't like my real friends to text me and say happy birthday. Pick up the phone and call me because that's the way I am. I think that's so impersonal. So even with a conversation, unless I know I'm at work and you guys at work and I have to talk to you real quick and we texting, that's fine. But just to pick up the phone and say happy birthday to me, that means a lot to me. Don't text me and don't put it on Facebook. I'm your friend. Pick up the phone and call me.
Just do both for me.
Yeah.
I know. I didn't get on Facebook yesterday. I said, I gotta get on Facebook.
Yeah, I think social media has made us kind of a little lazy in some respect. It's good in some respects and bad in others. But yeah, that personal touch, especially if you're friends, it is important. It is important. I think I'm guilty, and sometimes I'm lazy, and sometimes you just not be at a place where you can actually talk, but you just want them to know that you are there. You know what I mean?
That's what I was going to say. Sometimes it just depends. You might have to get something out, but you're not in a place to talk. Like you say, if it's at work or, I know me and Chandra have had some text conversations because, it's dealing with certain things. And we got to text this. We can't talk right now about it, but we'll have to text. So sometimes it will happen. But like you said, birthdays, important things like that, you're going to pick up the phone and call your real friends. It won't just be a text type thing. So.
When COVID came on, I was kind of telling people, hey, call and check on people. And you won't believe that some people in our dance community, as a matter of fact, I called some people that I barely ever talked to, but I hadn't seen them. I hadn't even seen them on Facebook. So I picked up the phone and called some. Some don't even like me, but I called them because I thought about them. And you would not believe the response, the immediate response you get when you call someone. Like they felt, I'm going to just mention, and this person likes me. I love him, so I can mention his name, Master Red. he was one I hadn't seen. And I was like, I think about him all the time. And I said, let me call him. He's gonna be one of my people I call. And I was like, you're the chosen one. And he was just really happy. Matter of fact, he was happy on the phone, but then he texted me after that and said, I just want to tell you again, thank you for checking on me. So I tell people all the time, picking up the phone sometimes, you don't know what that means to people. And several of those people that I called, you know, every week I would pick somebody and they would be like, you just called. I said, just called to say, hey. So one person, it's funny, she returned the favor one day and I was shocked. I was like, oh, really? And she's not in the dance community, but she called me one day and said, hey, I just want to say hi. Well, thank you, girl. But so that's my issue with, I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, sometimes we do get those like promptings, like from the Holy Spirit, from God. Like sometimes we just really do need to check on people because they're in a place. And then when God tells you, like, put that person on your mind, you do need to kind of reach out and check on them because it's for a reason.
Definitely. And then with all this going on, mental health is like really crazy. And I had a friend, I think it's been 3 weeks, it might have been a month now, that he killed himself. And it's a friend of ours. He was a regular at some of the clubs that I frequent. And he's a happy guy. He was a promoter. And he had just came from like, I don't know, some beach, let's say South Beach or whatever, having a good time. Came in, but someone told me that when people, a counselor told me that sometimes people do that because they know what they're about to do. And so they have a really good time. And so you're like, dang. My point to saying that is that's why I tell people pick up that phone sometimes. Because even me suffering with some of the things I suffer with, I may not call you, or I may text something. I may even post something. And some people will call me because they can tell I'm going through one of my little episodes. And that means a lot to me too. Because I'll be in here under these covers and won't come out. So especially when I thought my child was going to Indiana. I was like, okay, girl. And then I think the first 3 days, I think I cried. Every time I did something, I would just start crying. I was putting a spoon up. I'm like, oh, she will be putting a spoon over here. Or, oh, my decorations. I just bust out crying. Like, what is wrong? Girl, get it together, the child. But, so let's talk about Miss Trina. I'm safe that, you know how they have the things on Facebook and they say, post something and tell people,
about
what they think about you. I never do because I don't want to know.
You don't want to.
I'm telling y'all, I am terrified to post something like that. That's sad, but I am terrified. There will be some great comments, but I can see somebody saying she's selfish, she's spoiled, y'all know that already, so you don't need to post it. But so I feel that you guys are my friends unconditionally because you accept my over-the-top birthday month. Like, and this will be the last one. I'm not gonna say it's my last time celebrating all month, but I will be partying. I'm partied out. I'm tired. I'm gonna hold off to my 60s, but I'm trying to take a big trip. But what do y'all think about my birthdays?
I mean, I know they're coming. I know I already put it on my calendar every year to know it's going to happen right before school starts. We're going back to school right around that time. So I'm already, prepared for them.
Chandra?
Well, I was trying to be like you. In January, I said, okay, road to 50. I'm going to do like Trina did. I tried, but I only took 1 month. So that wore me out, Trina. So I can't keep up with you. But man, I got that idea from you. I said, I want to do something every weekend like Trina, every month. And I was like, oh, no, I can't do every month. So I'm going to just take the whole month. I just take 1 month. So
that's all you can do.
You celebrate yourself when you can. It doesn't matter what people feel or think. You celebrate you because life is really short.
It is very short. It's very short.
Exactly. I was telling Chandra last night, I said, you make me tired. I don't know. You got a lot of energy, but no, definitely celebrate. Celebrate while you can. Definitely. And enjoy.
Oh, yeah. Definitely enjoy.
Yeah.
My mom always tell me when we don't enjoy stuff anymore, you move on. But I will say, I'm going to just tell y'all, when I turned 20, I don't know if I've ever told y'all this story. When I turned 20, I was devastated. I was like, I'm not going to be an 18 or 19. I'm 20. I'm old. And it was an older lady there. What was her name? Etna. Miss Etna was an older lady, and she used to curse everybody out, first of all. And so she told me out. She didn't curse me because she knew I was sensitive, but she was like, don't you ever come here complaining about your birthday. And she went to telling me about God gave you another day to live. Everybody ain't live. I think she went and I'm saying it really nicely because she was rough. And by the time she got finished with me, that's when I made the decision. I'm gonna celebrate myself every single year because it's a blessing I'm here, you know, and my mom and my dad, my kids. Like back then, of course, I wasn't saying that, but now I am. But that's where it started, to be honest with you. That lady made me realize that, and she did it she was going off, but she was trying to throw some spiritualness up in there. She is so right. And then she was like, you 20, you starting your life, there is no way you should be complaining. So that's how it started. On that, I want to just say unconditional friendship. That's what I feel like, because I can be over the top. I know I have ways or whatever. We all have ways. So I don't want to just say that about me, but we all have our thing. But for me, there have been friendships that didn't last because of who I am. And I just always want to say to y'all that unconditional friendship is what you guys give to me. Y'all give to me by allowing me to be me. I don't have to be embarrassed to be me. I be embarrassed just because I should be embarrassed. So walking in I had my it's my birthday tiara on yesterday. I was going to the store or something, and this lady let down her window. She said, "Happy birthday, I love it." I said, "Yeah, me too." You don't know how much attention you get. Then I went to get me a massage. I walked in the door, and the lady already knew who I was. I told her, "Well, I'm coming. It's my birthday." Da, 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 da. And the lady, Miss Trina, I said, "Yeah, that's me," because I had they gave me 15% off my service. I was like, "Okay." Yeah. But anyway, unconditional friendship is that you guys allow me to, and I hope I allow you guys to do the same. You guys allow me to talk too much. Because I get on the phone with y'all, like, I just took over that whole conversation. Are we ready to go out? I'd be like, I'm gonna shut up today. I'm really not gonna talk. I'm really be concentrating as I'm driving. Okay, Trina, you gotta shut up. Let them get what they gonna say. Let them have the floor today. You know, but I thank y'all for understanding that and knowing I'm not a bad person. And you know, so with our circle, how do y'all feel about all of us, all four of us, the different personalities and how we fit in? I think that's so funny too.
I do too. And I think even over time, I think I can see how, just like the dynamics have changed, of course, we can definitely see how you've grown from, when, 10 years ago when you were like worrying about what everybody thought or what they said, over to like where you now like, who cares? Like, I'm going to do me. So it's changed even from the beginning, because at the beginning, of course, I wasn't married. I didn't have kids. And so, we were rolling every 2-3 times a week out I was living on the north side. So, any moment we could pick up, we could go. We was traveling. We was go to Dallas, here and there. And so then those things changed once I got married. Oh, no, you're not frozen. Once I got married and had kids, so I slowed down, but then, that's where you and Zula picked up. And I know Zula and Chandra had picked up, because I moved away from the north side. And so it made you guys able to kind of get, your own little niche or whatever within the friendship. And then the same thing once Chandra became married, you and Zula, y'all got y'all little niche going. So I think that's another good thing about, just friendship, because some people, they, if once I got married, y'all could say, well, she married, so we're going to just let her be. But, and I do have, friends like that where like, once I got married, it's like, they stop calling, you don't talk to them. It's like, what is that about? But, we've been able to just navigate through life together. Even with the changes, we're still being able to, stick around each other, even with, with the changes or whatever. Zula has, she has grandbabies now and things of that sort, where she didn't have that maybe when we first started, so just all the different things. And we just been able to stick it out regardless of that. So again, unconditional friendship. So. And
we've been through so many, good moments. We've had marriages, babies, deaths, unfortunately. And we've all been there for each other. Like, and we hadn't talked and I think Chandra was the one, because I didn't know something was going on. And Chandra had to call me to tell me something about you. And it was like, I like how that works. And nobody gets jealous of, oh, you talked to so-and-so. Why didn't she call me? I don't think we've ever had that. No.
I think it just takes maturity. People that's mature, they can do that.
And a mutual respect. I want to say
that's true. Yeah,
respect. I think we respect each other. Just to know. It's just women growing up and loving each other. unconditionally, as you said.
Exactly.
I even called Chandra last Saturday because I text her something, and I hate texting certain things because I forgot what I texted. I texted to you and Zula, I think, and I said she might have took that wrong. I might have said that the wrong way. I called her because I was like, okay, Chandra, I don't do text message, and I think she's like, girl, you know my feelings aren't on my shoulder, but she knows me. I'm gonna call if I feel like I've said something wrong because she let me know. No, I already knew because I was like, dang, that does not sound very good. So,
and I'm like, why are you calling me explaining this? I do not wear my feelings on my shoulder. I didn't even take it that way. I mean, she was just explaining something to me, and we started talking about. I was telling Zula last night. I seen Trina dressed up on Facebook last Friday, and she took a picture, said Rhythm Room. I called Danielle, I said, we missed the party. So Danielle logged on Facebook. She said, but she in purple. It's supposed to be white. I said, yeah, but maybe she wanted us in white and she in purple. And we both was looking at our calendar. I was like, oh my God, I'm so confused.
That was really funny. Yes, I think I like that. What Danielle said, I never thought about it like that. That is so true that we all have our little different things. The traveling part, when I met Danielle, I would always say, I still say that. I don't do women. Right. And that's where I think my growth is the most I will say is that I'm trying to make myself, I've joined 2 little women's groups and I've grown there to where I can taking baby steps. Just say
right.
That.
I get you. I was there with you.
But I'm trying to do that. But anyway, me and Danielle met from me telling Ken, McCauley, and Wilbur. Was it Wilbur too? They asked, I want to go to Dallas. I don't have nobody to go with. And they said, well, my girl, my home girl. Da, da, da. I said, now y'all know I don't do no women. And they said, you don't, y'all be fine. And so that's how. And we even tried to join another little group for a quick second, and that was like, whoa. And me and her stayed together. That group.
Right.
We don't roll to Dallas by ourselves. That's another thing. Boundaries. People have to know boundaries when you're friends. You know.
Yeah. So right now, I can't think of any good things to say about it. But I do think you have to set boundaries, you know, and not like secrets, you know, not like you're trying to keep one thing away from the other friend. Just say in this group, there are some things that I can discuss with Zula, you know, that I probably wouldn't discuss with Danielle when I was single, you know, and now that I'm married, there's some things that I can discuss and talk to Danielle about that I wouldn't with you, Trina. You see what I'm saying? Because and I'm not saying that I'm keeping a secret, but I just believe that, you know, by her experience in marriage, she can kind of help me with something where you probably say, well, child, honey, this is what happened to me. This is what you need to do. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, and that's it. And it's boundaries like that. And I do respect the fact that I can call Azula and say, hey, let's go to A, B, C, and D, and let's do this, you know. And I respect the fact, Trina, that I can see you sometime somewhere, and I just want to get up and put on some clothes and just come and hang out with you when I know that I want to be out doing something and not just stuck in. So I like the boundaries, and I like the different levels of our friendship where we can hang with each other and not feel like we're being left out. You know how you three probably go places and I'm not there, and then, oh, they didn't call me. You know, it's none of that. And I love that. I love that about this group. Like yourself, Trina, you said you have different friend groups. I do too. You know, I do too. However, this one seems that it's like it's different. You know, I call it my friendship, my circle of friends. It just seemed like it's different because I never was with a group that we was going. Somebody said, let's start a book club. I was thinking, I'm not doing that. But that's something in my heart that I've always wanted to do. You know, we never got it off the ground. But I remember somebody saying that. But within this little group, I like the little things that we talk about. It's nothing mess. It's not talking about people. It's not talking about each other. It's just, as I said, just women just growing up, you know, just trying to figure out life together and making it happen. So
it's that purpose.
And I agree with that because I posted on Facebook and it became a debate because I posted it was a quote about having different friends for different things. I explained that, you know, there are certain people that so someone said, oh no, that's not your true friend if you can't talk to them about everything. So I said, it's not that I can't. And I said, I have a friend, which I was talking about Danielle. I said, I have a friend that there are certain things I know that she doesn't believe in. So out of respect for her, I'm not going to bring that up. I'm going to talk to someone else that may understand that. Not that she wouldn't understand, because she's
Right,
going to
right.
accept who I am. But and I said that on there, and so several other people came back and said the same thing. But there were two people that was like, "No, that's not a friendship," but it is. You know, there's four of us, and I definitely don't want to make anybody uncomfortable about something. So I like that too. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, I think what you said, like respect, like Chandra said, we have a respect for one another. And we have a purpose. I mean, I think we each have a purpose in each other's lives. You know, we have purpose for different times in each other's lives. And you have to be grown, you know, to accept it. Like she said, I'm not going to be jealous because Zula and, you know, and Trina are hanging out. I'm not going to be jealous because, you know, but you got to be mature and grown enough to be able to handle that, because some people just aren't, you know. And why, you know, you just don't know their baggage or their history, but we don't have that issue, you know. And so I think that's another thing that makes it work. But I think we accept our purpose within our friendships. Like, you know, that you're there for Zula for certain things, and we're there for each other for certain things. We have purpose. We have, you know, experience, business things y'all could share, like Trina, you know, and Chandra, y'all have this business thing going on. You know, we talk about education type thing, even though Zula's not in education, but we have just different purposes and different times, and how we can, you know, our purpose in each other's lives for different times. I've seen Trina, you know, grow spiritually since, you know, we started, and we're still waiting on that testimony Tuesday thing. And I'm enjoying it, but I was like Trina, you know, I don't do the women thing, and never had a whole bunch of women friends. You know, me and Chandra are different. We kind of grew up together, where, you know, and so it's kind of different. But and if y'all notice, I've always been with older women. And so, it's just different. I think, like I said, we have purpose in each other's lives. We accept that, and we respect one another. And that's why we're able to, you know, been in this thing, and we're going to be in this thing, you know, for forever.
The jealousy thing too is what I really like. Like, I haven't ever felt that at all. Not that anybody having to be jealous of me, but, you know, you never feel that I feel that people are genuinely happy. When Chandra got married, like, we was there, you know. Danielle got married when we had the baby. I saw the picture of your baby's first, Aubrey's first birthday. I was like, yes, you know. So now we've done a lot. Zula, you had anything to add to that?
I was listening to Danielle, and when she made the statement about you know, she has a tendency to hang around older, and I thought, oh, she must be talking about me. No.
No, it's not you.
I'm just kidding.
How young Danielle is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, I was just kidding, but no, it was interesting, because when I first met Danielle, you know, of course, I don't know, however many years ago it was, and out of all the ladies that were around at that time in that group, we kind of like, you know, we kind of like stuck together along the way, and I was like, girl, she could be my daughter, you know. But she never, it never, you know, materialized like that. It was always genuine friendship, you know what I mean? So yeah.
So Danielle is so mature. I've been thinking she older than
I know, exactly.
I just always have been. I mean, I guess because I had older sisters. I don't know. I just always have been. Even before this group, I used to be a part of another circle of friends. I used to do these ladies, and they were, I mean, I was always the youngest one in that group, but I don't know. I just always, I guess because I don't do the drama, I don't like foolishness. And most of the time people your age or younger, that's what they're dealing with. And so it's like I've never just been with women on the same time. Same.
And they just having bad experiences sometimes.
God is so good. My cousin is coming home, so God is so good. So I just had to take the call from her fiance, because I told her, you know, if he needed me to do anything, to just give me a call. So good. So I'm praising God for that. You know, I just been waiting on that phone call.
No, we have to start thinking about our next outing. I actually enjoy. I was trying to hunt down a field trip to do stuff. You know how, like, we were visiting Houston? I want to do that. Like, go on a tour of Houston.
We should do the Segway tour.
Yeah, something like that. I want to do something like that. I was riding the other day, saying, I'm gonna just have to take these tours by myself. But then I thought, we can put on a mask and go on the tour of Houston.
Well, I was at the salon probably about a month ago, and there was a boutique inside of the salon. So anyway, I went inside the boutique and there was like probably about 10 girls in there. And they were actually doing like a little girls. She said it was like girlfriends just shopping. So they were shopping at different boutiques. And then she said they were stopping off at a restaurant and they was going to stop off at another location. And they had a private limo, yeah. I thought that was so cool. I was thinking, now that's really different to do it right here in
home.
On
my birthday.
Oh, okay.
Back to that birthday. Look, she's still trying to.
She got another whole year.
Yeah, a big old restaurant and be on the limo, be in the limo.
Yeah.
When is your birthday, Chandra?
It's July.
July.
But the end of
July. Yeah.
At the end of July. But I took the whole month. I pulled one of your cards. I took the whole month of July.
Well, I was asking to see if ours were close enough to do that, something like that together. That's why I asked.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of wind it up with what time is it? Am I actually keeping up? Oh, I'm almost my time. Kind of wind it up, and I'm gonna say something about each of y'all. It may not make sense, but I'm gonna try to make it make sense. And then we'll kind of wind it down, and we're gonna have an imaginary toast. I have my Mountain Dew because we didn't get to do it for my birthday. Yeah. So I'll start with Chandra because I think you were the last person I met, right? Mm-hmm. So I just want to thank you for everything. And you know what I think about when I get ready to call Danielle about something, if I want to fuss about something? Mm-hmm. Not that I don't call it, I think about if it's necessary. You wasn't there, Danielle, but you were dating, you're dating Chris, and me and Chandra and Zula were at Thirst. When we were going through the stuff, and I was finna call you, and Chandra said, don't call her for that. You remember that? And at first I was like, you're right. That ain't even nothing to call about. First of all, I shouldn't be upset about it. And so anyway, I want to say I like that you speak your mind, and if you think something is not right, you say it. You don't try to hide it. You don't sugarcoat it. You say it. And my personality is what I have to have that. Because I tell people, I can't take a hint. Somebody try and break up with me, you have to say, hey, I am breaking up with you today. We're no longer together. I'll take it. I'm joking. But so I do want to say that. Thank you. Also, I love your relationship with your sisters. Like, I'm not jealous of it, but I'm envious. I guess that's kind of the nicer way to say it. But I love that you, and then I love that you have more than one.
Yeah.
I love my sister, but I wish, like, when you mad at one sister, you're gonna talk to the other one.
Yeah.
So. And Zula, I just like the way you love your kids. Everybody loves their kids, but I just love the relationship that you've had with your kids, and watching you is an example. To me, I go cuckoo, but I watch you and how calming you are about allowing them to grow up and, start a new life. And I want to be like that. I want to be able to let them do what they do and not be so crazy about it. So I definitely like that about you. I like your, you pick up the phone every time and I don't be wanting nothing. I probably won't sit myself, but I call and you always answer. And y'all do too, but it's just so different. If I call her about something, she's gonna always answer and she'll listen to me rant, rave. I don't rant, rave that much.
I have to talk you down sometimes.
Yeah. So she has that calming thing where I can say whatever, but I know that when I get off the phone, I'm gonna be like, okay, that wasn't nothing, and I can move on with my life. And that's what I say to y'all too about phone calls to people, that you don't know what these people dealing with in this little head of theirs. So a call sometimes can, even if they're just listening, a call sometimes the person versus this text messaging. It's just so, I just think we do text messaging for too many things. I tell my mama, don't text me. If you want something, don't text me. And because I really don't even hear my text message. If you're working stuff, you can't hear that little text message either. So, but anyway, so Zula, thank you for those things. And of course, Danielle, just everything. Like, she's my first real female friend that I could trust, after so many things I dealt with. She was the one that kind of held me down. I was going through a lot at that time, and she was there for me. And I will never, ever, ever forget that from her, that I felt like and it probably wasn't that big, but felt like the world was against me. She was there through thick and thin. That's why we always say ride or die, because she definitely rode and died right on the line. My ride or die in law is what I say sometimes. I didn't feel like tapping it yesterday when he said happy birthday, but so that, and then I do love seeing her grow into a mom and because I don't think she thought she was gonna ever get married. Because she, I think,
I didn't. I wasn't playing no games.
and so to see her get to live that world is just fascinating to me. And I tell people all the time when I'm talking that, yeah, we used to roll like crazy. I said, but when she got married and did her thing, I was able to step back. I said, but one thing she did, she never forgot about me. She still would pick up that phone to check on me. She might would text and check on me, but she never forgot about me. When she knows she was the only friend I had at the time, she never left me, so I didn't have to feel that she's gone and I'm by myself. So thank you, Danielle, for everything you've done. Thank all four of y'all for everything that you do and you bring to me. I learned from y'all. You know, the spiritual stuff is definitely has helped me, that you guys are spiritual, and it comes to me. I'm not, I ain't holier than thou yet. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna learn some scripture, but it's just the point that I know that my growth, I know where my children, like, to hear my daughter get on Facebook. I see some people always saying, oh, I got this, I got that. To see my oldest daughter, get on Facebook one day and say, I know where my help comes from. I want to thank God for all the blessings he brought me this year. That just was, it made me, out of all the things she's done, it made me really proud for that. But guys, thank y'all so much for joining me today.
Thank you for being you. Keep being you.
Any last words?
I was just saying, keep being you, give yourself room to grow and just keep being you and, do you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm enjoying, watching you do you.
Yes. I think we all enjoy that part. Yeah, we all enjoy that part, watching you. I mean, I live through you sometimes when I see you out there. I'm saying,
we say, well, that Trina be going.
Love it. My next life, I'm gonna be just like you, Trina.
But when I find me a new husband, I'm gonna be sitting down. I'm gonna be right here on the couch.
No.
That's what you say. That's what you say. He better be ready.
House together.
Right. He better be ready. I love all of you ladies. And thank you, Trina, for having us and doing this. I don't think we've ever just sat and discussed us this way. So this was good. This was good to hear. Yeah. I'm looking forward to us a trip. I'm ready for us a trip together.
Well, Trina's planning a cruise, so I mean, I was thinking.
I don't want to do that.
You don't want to do cruise? Okay.
I can do a cruise, but not that cruise. Not that cruise. Thank you, ladies, again. This was fun.
It was.
Again, I know you all are private, so I want to mess why I didn't write questions. I was like, we're gonna just let this flow because they did this and y'all did great. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us. Y'all have a good evening.
All right. Bye.
Many people will walk in and out of your life, but only true friends will leave footprints in your heart. Thank you guys for making the choice to click in to chat with Trina today. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with my friends. And I just want to give a special thanks to Chandra, Zula, and Danielle for being my friends unconditionally.